And just let your shoulders roll. Make sure you turn your toes out to 10 to 2 and turn your heels out to match. And then just gaze down, check that you've got your second toe pointing to 12 o'clock. And you can just gently rock between the heels and the toes. So squeezing those glutes, rocking between the heels and the toes, pulling back through the tummy muscles, and just going into the heels, lift out the balls of the feet and into the toes. So it should feel quite nice. You can increase that rock. Keep the knees slightly soft, but not too bent as you're doing it. So just soften the knees, but not too bent. And then just that little bit of a heels and a toes. And you can just gently raise those lifts of the heels and those lifts of the toes. And then you can just go a bit crazy and challenge your balance a bit more and just increase that. And it is good for the ankles, it's good for the balance. Whoa, you see? Challenge. So use your core, and I'm really trying to exaggerate the lift of the ankles the other way as well. So you've got dorsiflexion at the ankles and then the toes. Okay, let's then find ourselves in the center. So find the middle. And then we'll tuck our elbows in the sides. We'll breathe out open and breathe in close. Let's just find the center as well. So while we're breathing out open and breathing close, you can just to come to a halt and just absorb the floor so that you've got the heels and the toes nice and evenly planted and the rocking's almost stabilized as we breathe out open, breathe in close. Well done, lovely. And just feel the chest is opening up. And if you've got any tightness or restrictions around those shoulders, just open them out. If you think that you've got one arm that's tighter than the other arm, frozen shoulder can affect this movement as well. So just making sure you've got both range equally working here. Well done. Let's lower that down. Let's go right over into a side flexion. Pull back through your tummy muscles. Breathe in here and breathing out, taking it right over into your side flexion. Pull back through your tummy muscles and stretch. Breathe in here and breathing out. Well done. So if you've got the weights in your hands, you're going to feel the muscles of the arms as well, pulling over and stretching a bit further, and then lifting up through the arm and feeling the muscles of the arms engaging you to go over to the other side. Breathe in, stretch here, and breathing out, taking over. And side flex, going over, tummy to spine. Breathe in here. And breathing out, side flex back over. Last two. Enjoy your side flexions, keep it pain-free. Don't force down onto anything if it hurts. And again, last one. Well done, and back to center. Let's put the hands on the hips. And again, just make sure your feet are hip width apart. You could go slightly wider with the feet if you like. And then side glide one way, side glide the other. And pull the tummy to spine. And then just try and get those lumbar sections moving side to side. Well done, keep dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep pulling the tummy to spine. Don't let the knees bend, so keep the knees very straight. So it isn't a knee bend and a hip drop. It's the knees are straight and the pelvis glides. Nudge the waistline one way, nudge the waistline the other way. Keep those knees straight. Don't let the knees bend to move. That's it. Feel the hips and feel the trunk doing that sliding work. Well done. Don't worry if you're a bit stiff, just encouraging it a bit more as well. Getting the oblique abdominals to wake up. So you're using these muscles here, and that's going to use core and trunk muscles. Well done. And then we'll bring it back into center. So check that you're centered and your feet are back to hip width apart. Single leg stand, and then we'll just take our knee round in a circle. So single leg stand, shoulders are pulling back, and feel your shoulder blades in action so that you're helping to balance here. Gently pull up through the pelvic floor and pull back through the tummy muscles, and then the knee circles, opening out the hip. You've got some little weights at the back, which is going to help you with a little bit of balancing act as well. So use those weights to your advantage to keep your balance. Well done, fabulous. Then we'll change sides. Place the single foot down, gain your stability first, Then raise your knee and then take the knee round in a circle. That's it, keep pulling back through the tummy button and taking it round in a circle. Keep setting the shoulders. That's it. Yeah, if you're struggling with balance, just grab the weights and you can have your palms facing the front and you can have your shoulders blades squeezing together and down your back. So you're activating all those spinal muscles. That's it. And then keep the knee nicely bent enough. And then just feel that foot down in the earth, statically pressing down. Well done. Okay, let's then release that. Take it into a full roll down. So we'll put the weights to one side for a roll down. We'll take ourselves in a roll down, just let those arms dangle. Let's separate the shoulder blades and we'll tuck our chin and we'll roll down. That's it. So as we roll down, just let those arms dangle. Let your hair dangle, let the crown of your head go down in front of your feet. So everything's landing in front of your feet. Breathe in here and use your tailbone to pull down first. Pull back through the tummy and roll your way back up. Squeeze your shoulder blades down together and your head comes last. Well done, so we'll come down, we'll sit cross-legged. Make sure that you've got your buttocks nice and evenly weight bearing. And then we'll go right over into our side bends. So before we go anywhere, roll the shoulders down your back, sit really tall. Think about the length stacked right up from the tailbone, stack, 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 right out through the top of your head. And you've got that chin tuck so your neck is stable. The shoulders are down away from the ears. And you should feel like nothing's going to move you. You're balanced in the center of everything. Then let's go right over into our side bend. Pull right over with the palm down. And we could add some weights to this in a moment. So we'll stretch first, breathe in here, and let that arm be nice and long. Try not to bend through the elbow if you can help it. And then bring the arm big and tall over the top, and then we'll go the other way. So try not to bend in the elbow, drop the shoulder down away from the ear, and just think about length. That's it, so we're lengthening over. Even if you're not getting down very far, feel the length of that arm. Well done, hold, breathe in here. And then we'll come back into center. So if you want to have a weight, it's going to add over pressure and a little bit more arm work to it as well. So if you want to work on mobility, you don't have to have the weight, or if you've got pain, you don't have to have that over pressure, but we'll just take it over and breathe in when we're here. Keep the head chin tucked and facing the front. That's it, nice long elongations with a long arm. And then bring the arm over so the arm gets work, and it will bring us up to right ourselves. Bring the hand and weight over to the other side. And nice long arm, set the shoulder, elongate and reach. That's lovely, well done, that's much better. Pulling back through the tummy, breathe in here and breathe out. Bring the arm first and then it'll pull you up and over. Little last two, just a bit quicker. Taking it over so you can feel the muscles controlling the arm. If you wanted to do some arm work, you'll feel those muscles with the lift and lowers on the back of your cuff. That's it, lovely. Good work. Then we'll bring it up and over. And your final one, over. And then we'll feel those arms again with the muscles of the back of the shoulder and your triceps, so you've got your lifts and lowers. Keep pulling back through the tummy muscles. Yeah, that's it. And it's encouraging that arm to not sit bent. Well done, that's it. And bring it back up. Bring us to center. Let's then put the legs out long in front of us. Touch the toes just to get a nice length through the hips and a nice length through the hamstrings and the lumbar spine if you're tight. So draw there, hold, stretch, breathe. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Well done. Don't worry if you don't get very far, but try and encourage it. That's it. Knees are gently straight so that hamstrings are, if they're pulling tight around the backs of the knees, see if you can get those knees a bit straighter as well. Well done, lovely. And then we'll take ourselves down to the mat, knees together, feet together when we get down here. We'll do a lower half twist. So if you need a head cushion, pop the head cushion into the bottom of your hair and just chin down, neck nice and long. Open out the shoulders, so settle in. Palms are wider than the hips. Knees together, feet together. We'll twist our waist right over and keep pulling back the shoulders so the shoulders aren't popping out of the mat. Breathe in and stretch, and breathe out down through the ribs, back through the tummy, and the tail lengthening nice and long, and we'll twist over to the other side. Breathe in here, keep the head centered, and breathing out down through the rib cage. Feel the exhale close in the ribs, so feel the upper abdominal. So between the ribs and the belly button, you've got that upper abdominal, then the middle, and then the lower abdominal as you pull across. Breathe in and breathe out down through the ribs, upper abdominal, middle, feeling the belly button and the lower core as you draw right the way across. Breathing in, breathing out down through the ribs, back through the tummy, and centre it there. Well done. Turn your toes out to 10 to 2, turn your heels out to match. So this is where, if you've got some weights or a little stretchy band, whichever you prefer, you will just gently do some arm movements. So we'll gently open out and draw back together, and gently breathe out, open out, and breathe in, draw back together. So if you've got weights, the shoulders have got to hold stability around the joints. As you open out, the pectorals are controlling, and then drawing back together. Quite good for the pecs, that one. If you've got the stretchy band, then when you're pulling apart, you're going to feel the backs of your arms and between the shoulder blades and soften. And as you pull apart, you'll feel the backs of your arms and the shoulder blades and soften. So you can use the bands or you can use the weights, whichever you fancy working, chest muscles or back muscles. That's it. And then we'll curl through the tail and we'll roll up when we get back into centre. So breathe in, breathe out. Let's curl through the tail, draw back through the tummy muscles and peel up. We'll open our arms and close our arms. Open the arms, close the arms. And another one, open the arms, close the arms. Hold it there and then sink down through the chest bone, back through the tummy muscles. And really keep that tailbone curling nice and long to right to the end, and release the buttocks last. So let's think about our lottery tickets right in the glutes. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, curl the tail, roll the tail right to between the knees, clutching onto your lottery tickets. Let those lumbar spine muscles roll away one by one. Hold those hips nice and high, and then we'll open the arms. Breathe in, close the arms. And breathe out, open the arms, breathe in, close, exhale to open, breathe in, close, hold it there, and breathe out, down through the ribs, back through the tummy muscles, and we'll roll back down under control. Well done. We'll stay down in neutral, and then we'll just scissor the arms, breathe out, down through the ribs, back through the tummy, breathe in, bring back to centre, and breathe out, down to the hip and over the head. Breathe in, back to centre, and breathing out, over and scissor those arms. Breathe into centre, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Last one, breathing out, breathing in. This time we'll curl up through the bridge, so just make sure your feet are under you enough so that you can plant the feet down into the earth, curl through the tail, draw back through the tummy muscles, keep those knees nice and parallel, and we'll get to the top, we'll stay there. You can lead with your thumbs pointing overhead, and then we'll breathe out, we'll scissor the arms, keep the ribs on the body and the tummy to spine, breathing in, breathing out, keep those hips nice and high and level, breathing in. Don't let the ribs pop out, so keep the ribs on the body, breathing out, and your tummy to spine, breathing in, and breathing out. Keep the ribs on the body, tummy to spine, and breathing in. From here, we'll take those arms apart and together again, and the arms apart and together again. Keep those glutes and squeezes working well for you. This time, it's a hip dip to one side as we open, squeeze back up, and it's a hip dip to the other side, squeeze back up. The arms are moving at the same time as the hip dips. Keep the shoulder blades back in the mat and keep those arms relatively straight, so don't bend your elbows as you move. Breathing out, lower one hip, squeeze back up, and lower the other hip as squeeze back up. Breathe in, tummy button to spine, and feel that tummy button at the center. So if you're on a skewer, your spine's that long skewer, you're rotating around the skewer. Breathing in, breathing out. Well done, this should get tired, so just a couple more. And feel your glutes are getting tired, that's what I want you to feel. So if you need to do more than 2 more to get those fatigues, do. Well done, and then we'll sink through the chest, down through the ribs, back through the tummy muscles, and return right to the bottom. Put your weights to one side or your band to one side. Put the right ankle over to the left knee. Make sure you turn out that right knee. If you needed a band around the back of your left thigh to help you, that's a nice one. But you can just push and loop those hands around the back of your thigh. But sometimes if you can't even reach the thigh, a band around the back of the left knee can help you with that. Shoulders back, chin down, tummy to spine, push that knee away, and feel your glute stretches. Well done, you've got your chin down so you're feeling that length through the neck. Perfect, let's go to the other one. Left ankle over to the right knee. Turn out the left knee, so you're coming out into a figure of 4. And again, pull back through the tummy muscles and loop those hands around the back of your right thigh. Use your left elbow to push that left knee wider if you can. If you need a loop of a band to help you, you can, or your hand on the left knee to push away using your hand. That's it, just encourage it. Stay here, breathe. Draw the chin down, keep the head in the midline. Well done, and release. Let's come up into double tabletops. So set the shoulders, ribs are down, tummy pulls back. Keep your neutral with the tail long, and then hold in your 90-degree knees. So if you want to just rub your hands up your thighs and feel that you've got your knees vertically over your hips roughly. If they're too close to you, you'll suddenly get that sensation, or too far away, you'll suddenly feel that sensation. And then breathe out, we'll take it into a leg reach. And breathe in to return. And breathe out into a leg reach. And breathe in to return. Keep it nice and slow. It could be a single tabletop leg reach. So if you're avoiding double tabletop, one leg in single tabletop, and you would be doing 6 reps on one side of a leg reach, and then 6 reps on the other. Otherwise alternate. Pulling back through the belly button, breathing out, pull down the belly button, breathing in. I want you to really feel those thighs pulling into terminal extension, so the knee gets very straight, and you're going to pull up through the thigh muscles and feel that terminal extension. Quads, so feel the thighs. Breathing in as you come back, breathing out as you reach. Well done, make sure you swap sides if you're doing single tabletop. Repeat, but change sides after 6. And you're breathing out as you reach, and you're breathing in as you return. Hug your knees to chest if you're getting tired and your lower back's got tired. Breathing out as you reach, pull back through the tummy, breathing in. Breathing out as you reach, pull back through the tummy, and breathing in. Well done, let's then hug the knees into chest. Make sure that you're even and equal, so make sure that if you're doing your single tabletop versions, you've done all the reps to each leg. Hold your lower back into that stretch, so just let the spine curl. Well done, lovely, breathe. You can close your eyes. Big breath in through the nostrils and feel the nose and inhaling, and the whole set of lungs expanding through your chest. And nice long exhales. Well done. Let's then place the feet down to the mat. Clutch the hands into the base of your skull with the elbows out wide in your peripheral vision and your shoulder blades down your back. Let's then breathe out and curl. Breathe in and slow motion release. We'll keep it slow and steady. We're going to breathe out and curl, pulling the tummy to spine. And again, pulling up through the pelvic floor. So feeling the support, especially as you're compressing the core. You're going to pull up and draw the belly button down and curl. Into that full abdominal crunch if you can. So ribs to hips, as much as you can get them there. Breathe in, breathe out, curl. Ribs to hips. Breathe it in. Well done. This time breathe out and we'll curl and hold. Breathe in, hold. And breathe in, out, under control to go back down. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, we'll curl. Breathe in, hold it there. Lovely work, well done. So you're using those abdominals when you're there and under control as you're lowering down. So that should really engage out that core. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out and curl. Pull up through the pelvic floor. Draw your tummy to spine. Look into your own belly button. Hold it there. Breathe in, keeping the belly button to spine. The abdominals should fatigue a little bit. And then under control as you're lowering back down. So keep those elbows in your peripheral vision. If you need to make it easier, pull your elbows forward because that brings some of the weight of the arms over you. But we definitely don't want your head to get pulled into the whole action. So think about ribs to hips. I can really feel mine aching because I'm holding it longer than I prefer, and then lowering and controlling back down. So I want you to feel achy abdominals. We're going to breathe out. We're going to draw the tummy to spine and curl. We're going to keep pulling up through the pelvic floor, and we're going to hold it until it's a little bit on the achy side. And then under control, lowering back down. And then let's just do one last one. So breathe out, draw the tummy to spine, pull up through the pelvic floor, give it the extra oomph. Just as it's starting to get tired, you can oomph it into the middle a bit more with the tummy draw down, hold and pull up through the pelvic floor. And breathing in, breathe out. And back to middle. Well done. Give your head a breather. So let your knees twist to one side, let your head twist to the other. Breathe in, breathe out, down through the ribs, back through the tummy, and turn the head. Keep the shoulders long, so really lengthen out those arms. Some of you look a bit on the tense side, so drop the shoulders and reach the arms. Even more, that's it. Open out the chest, and keep the chin tuck and over with the knees as you go. Breathe in, feel the waist turning, feel the oblique muscles, and moving that waist around. So feel the core and the oblique abdominals, moving that waist around all under the control of your middle. Down through the ribs, back through the tummy. Keep the oblique muscles firing as you take the knees over to one side. Pull back through the tummy. Breathing in. And your last one, breathing out, using those abdominals. Keep the tummy to spine as you turn the knees over. Keep pulling back through the belly button, and then we'll bring that one back into center. Well done. This time, breathe out, push your heel down the mat, and breathe in, draw it back, and breathe out, push your heel down the mat, and breathe in, draw it back. So you can use a nice sort of extended bouncy movement, and draw it back. Extend the leg, kick it forward and lower, bring it up and back. So we'll think of it almost as a full leg extension to push out so the knees can be level, then almost a dead bug's lower, lift and return. So we're going to lift and push the heel, and then lower, lift and return. So you're getting those knees working. Bring the arms up to chest level as well. Make sure you've got room overhead, and just keep those energies going up into that 45-degree kick, lower, lift and return. Keep the knees and feet hip width apart. Well done. And then if you want to put the weights in your hands, you can really control through those ribs And you can take the arms overhead and you can pull the weights down and return. Kick up, lower the weights and lower the leg. And kick up and return, hands and feet to center. Reach out, down through the ribs, back through the tummy. Kick up and return. That's it. So you're feeling that lift and lower of the hip and thigh, dead bugs. And return, return. And breathe out, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe out. Tap your weights if you can overhead. Keep the ribs down. Don't let the ribs pop out the mat. Breathe out, breathe out. Tap the weights, breathe in, breathe in. Well done. Now we can go up to a double tabletop version of this. So we'll start with double tabletop, single tabletop first. Find your lumbar neutral. If you need to pop a little cushion under your pelvis and just support your lower core or lower back any, sometimes people like to have a little cushion under the pelvis, so you can do that. Just to make sure you're centering and you're not overarching in the spine. Let's take the two hands overhead and then we'll circle the arms round back and return. And breathe in, breathe out. We'll take the two arms overhead, feel some stretches and circle back and return. Breathe in, breathe out, tummy to spine. Pull up through the pelvic floor so you're supporting the lower core. And just keep moving those arms over as far as you can to stretch. And circle. And you'll feel the pecs again. You'll feel some chest muscles working. Hopefully opening the lats and chest. And then engaging them back to return. Well done. Now when you feel ready, we'll add a leg reach into it. So you could always keep the feet down on the mat if you want to. And then we'll breathe out. We'll add a leg into full extension and breathe into return. So just the 45-degree legs. Reach the toe to the middle wall first. Really feel the rib cage keeping under control. So don't reach too low. Keep the ribs down, tummy to spine. That's it. Pointy toes. Breathe in, return. And breathing out. A pointy toe. And breathe in, return. Just timing those muscles together with the arms, ribs. Breathe out with the tummy to spine. And let's feel that knee coming out into terminal extension again. So you're getting the quads. And if you've got any juddery knees, that's good. We like juddery knees. Work the quads and breathe into return. Well done. Now, we'll get tired at different stages, won't we? So hook your knees to chest whenever you need a breather. You can put the legs along the floor and you can do the legs going along the mat as a breather as well. Or if you just need to take up your easier exercise, push the heel out along the floor and breathe in, return. Okay, so dead bugs, we're going to breathe out to reach. Breathe out, we'll lower the leg, tap the floor with the calf and lift and return. Breathe out, one leg reaches. Breathe out, tap the calf. Breathe in and return. Well done. Dead bugs isn't easy, it's hard work. So keep the ribs down and the tummy to spine. It's all about the rib control and not letting your back arch. Breathing out. If you feel the weights are too much, eliminate the weights as well, because obviously the weights are loading that upper abdominal harder. And if you haven't got control over the ribs, eliminate the weights immediately. Last for you, breathe out over, breathe out tap. Breathing in as we return. Last two, breathe out as we reach. Down through the ribs, back through the tummy, tap the calf. Breathing in. Well done. And your last one, breathe out, reach. Going down, tap the calf with the tummy to spine, breathing in and return. Well done. Let's place the feet into the mats. Let's roll over onto our tummy. Not easy that, especially with weights on top. If you've got the weights there, it really loads through that centre core and you've really got to be able to hold the whole unit together. So well done, that was brilliant. Right, foot to buttock, let's stretch out the thighs and hips for a moment. Pull the tail down, lift up through the belly button. That's it, grab your foot. Give it a stretch, even if it's a little bit tight and you're not sure. If it's just stretch, it's doing you good. Well done. Feel that the tail can pull down more and bring that stretch into the fronts of your hips a little bit more as well. Lift up through the belly button. Well done. Let's do the other side. Don't forget you can have a belt, you know, if you're really struggling to reach your leg, you can always get a belt. That's it, and then pull the tail down, lift up through the belly button and stretch out through the thighs and hips here. Well done. The less you like it, the more you need it. It's that old rule of thumb. If you're tight, give it time. Fabulous, well done. Move through the cobra. So we'll open out the chest and open out the hips. And if the abdominals are tight in any way, you'll feel the abdominal stretch as well. Just make sure you've got your feet parallel. So check your feet haven't landed too wide. And then you're going to get the shoulders down your back and the hips to open. Well done. Just really try and roll the shoulders down your back. Really try and peel the shoulders back, open and peel that chest bone to the front and press through those hands and really feel the chest bone to the wall in front, trying to get that upper back extension. Make sure your hands are directly under you or just in front of your shoulders. So then you can really use those hands to roll the shoulders down your back, peel away and press up as you come up into hip extensions. Well done, and then peeling your way back down. Yeah, this is a nice one if you don't like the extension and it hurts, then the shell stretch. So cobras for upper back extensions, but if you're getting pain in your lumbar spine, then push and shell stretch, so that you are getting that stretch in the lumbar spine as well. So some people can't handle cobras. It's one of those ones where if your lower back just gets squeezed and sharp pains happen, don't do the cobras, but push back to shell stretch and use it. Well done. Our arms should be starting to get a little bit on the tired side. So just keep squeezing the shoulders together on your back and the chest open. Because as we get tired, the shoulders are getting tense, aren't they? So really use those lower back muscles and blades down your back, open the chest, and we'll come back down and release. Well done. Let's then push up, use the arms to press yourself there, and we'll walk the knees under us so that we've got our 90 degrees at the hips. You can shell stretch, you know, and just give your back that reverse curve if you need it. And then we'll go reverse in the curve via also pulling the tail down, pull the tummy to spine and taking it into the cat. Breathing out, pulling that tummy to spine, feel the abdominal crunch and the spine stretching here. And then breathing in, let's drop the chest bone, widen the collarbones and really try and reverse that curve so the chest comes forward to the wall in front. Breathe in, breathe out, we'll pull down through the tail, lift up through the belly button, pull the ribs in, crunch the ribs to hips and press through those hands. Breathe in and lower the chest. Roll the shoulders down your back and gently gaze forward and up, stretching out through the rib cage area that we've just been doing quite a bit of work in today as well. So you're going to just feel those upper abdominals stretching and pull down the tail. Pull back through the belly button, push out through the hands, tuck the head under, and we'll roll the other way, breathing in. Lower the chest wall, widen out the collarbones, extend your back and look up. Well done, and bring it back into centre. Push back to shell stretch for a pause. So if you want to just really elongate everything and just ease there. Big breath in through the nose. And breathing out through the mouth. Come to the forearms. So nice parallel elbows, parallel forearms. Lumbar neutral, so you can just tail up, tail down, tail up, tail down, find the center. So I want you to make sure the shoulder blades are on your back and you're not hunching. And you've got the elbows under the shoulders and the knees aren't too close to the elbows. So just think about your torso body length so that you've got enough space between you on the floor, between the elbows and knees. So walk the knees down as the mat a step, Katie, I'd say. Bring the elbows under your shoulders more or less so you've got the whole position and you're holding center with the shoulders down your back. Then we'll breathe out, donkey kick, and open up those hips. That's it. And then breathe in as we come back. And breathe out, donkey kick, and open up those hips. And breathe in as you come back. So hold your double chins. Hold the shoulders down away from the ears. It's an upper body stability work as well. So don't let the shoulder blades get tense. Well done. The upper body form looks great. So just keep your double chins. Hold your upper body form. Breathe out, press. Breathing in to return. And breathing out, press. Breathing in to return. Now, while you're doing this, just have a little look and check. When you gaze down, the right hip should be stacked over the right knee, and the left hip should be stacked over the left knee. And when you lift the leg up and weight bear in one leg, you're not veering off to one side of the mat. So hold your body centered, and when you're on the left knee, check the left hip stays stacked. Breathing in. And when you're on the right knee, check that right hip doesn't sway out over the right knee further. Hold that center stack. Well done. If you're happy with that, then let's go up, 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 up. Breathe in, return. And breathing out, we'll go up, 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 up. Lovely work, well done. Breathe in, return. And breathing out, up, 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 up. Even higher, Jeanette. So keep the double chins and see if you can lift those hips even higher so that you're getting right out. A full hip extension, feeling the straightness of your hip coming in. Breathing in, return. That's looking really good, everyone. Well done. That's it. Pressing the heels. Good. Breathe in, return. I used to absolutely hate these, but the more you practice them, the more you love them. The muscles get stronger, don't they? And they just feel quite pleasant because you're getting that lovely stretch between the hips as well. So I really like doing them. Breathe in, return, and breathing out, up, 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 up. Breathe in, return. Last one, breathing out, up, 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 and breathe in, return. Well done, good work. Let's then just put the legs out long in front of us. Give the hips a stretch when we're here. So reaching down towards your toes again. Lovely. When we were doing those, you're also exercising the hamstrings. So you might feel like those hamstrings feel a little bit tight after doing those. So just give it a breathe and a stretch. Let's then put the legs out nice and wide. So open out the groin, as wide as you can get them. If you need to sit on sit cushions to sit really tall and well, then that's where you need to maybe sit on a sit cushion, because we don't want the pelvis to have rolled behind us. And that's really common, isn't it? Everybody rolls backwards when the legs get wide. So try and get upright with the chest over the pubic bone again. So you've got that lovely tall stack. And hopefully you feel like you could be here for 5 minutes. So you're not going to roll backwards. Then we'll take the two hands down the one ankle. So it's a rotation, turning, and then sliding down. You might feel the groin stretch, or you might feel the hamstring stretch that you're reaching to. So it doesn't matter which one, either or is best because you're tight. Big breath in through the nose, long breath out through the mouth. And then bringing it up over to the other side. So turn, twist, take two hands down the leg and slide forwards, pulling back through the tummy muscles. That's it, lengthening out your hamstrings and your inner thigh adductors. Well done, lovely. Just feel like you can turn a bit further into it as well, so the thorax is twisting a bit more if you can. Breathe in here. Well done. Then let's take the two legs back into the middle. Point the toes, and your final one going forwards, and hopefully you're a bit looser this time. Well done. Perfect, well done. Let's go back onto hands and knees, cat-cows. Just let that tailbone curl, tuck the head under and through. Breathing in, swing the other way. And breathing out, pull that tailbone down. Again, abdominals working to lift up that belly button. And breathing in. Okay, now we're going to walk the hands forwards into a little bit ahead of ourselves with the shoulders down our back. The further forward the hands are, the harder the exercise is. So if you want to keep the hands directly under the shoulders, be my guest. Tuck your toes under. So this is the one that some people hate because they've got stiff toes. So you could be on the backs of the feet again and leave them there and pause in that position. So we're going to just hover, breathe out, hover, breathe in, hold, and breathing out as we lower back down. Now I can feel that my arms are a little bit far out for my liking, so I'm going to warm up a bit more with the hands closer. So choose wisely. You've got to feel like it's achievable and you can also repeat it. So don't overwork on exercise number 1. You can always take the hands further away once you've got warmed up in this exercise. Squeeze the blades down your back, double chins, breathe out, 1 inch hover, breathe in, hold, and breathe out as you lower. Well done. This is where we do need good grip because we're going to, I feel like my feet are sliding away, so make sure you've got good grip because we're going to do a harder exercise that requires more grip as well. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out and lower. So you could breathe in and lower and not have a hold as well. So you've got your breathe out, hover, breathe in, hold, and breathe out as you lower. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, hover, breathe in, hold, and breathing out as you lower. Well done. Now, come down the bottom end of your mat. So at some stage, you might want to go back into cat-cows or just do the knee hovers with the hands under the shoulders so you can pull away from the exercise instead of making it harder. This one, the hands are further ahead. We've not done this for quite a while, so you're going to set the shoulder blades. You're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, hover, and then push your weight out to the front into your long plank. Well done. Ribs up, tummy up, and feel the ribs closed and the hips low, Katie, so lower those hips. That's it. Breathe in and breathe out. Push back into your hover and lower back down. So it's hard work, this one. Make sure the hands are far enough ahead so you can push out and deliver into long plank. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, hover and press those knees out into extension. Set the blades, thighs are strong, tummy to spine, ribs up, tummy up. Squeeze the tail down, Lorraine, so ribs on the body, tail down. Breathe in, hold, and push back. Hover, and gently lower softly. Well done, let's keep going. Breathe in, set the shoulder blades. Breathe out, hover, breathe out, push into that long arms plank with the blades set. Ribs up, tummy up, and tail down. Working that tummy abdominal. Breathe in, and breathe out. Push back, hold, and gently lower. And one more, breathe in, breathe out, hover, breathe out, push through the knees, work those knees in tandem with each other, squeeze the blades down your back, ribs on the body, breathe in, hold, and breathe out, push back, pause and hover, and gently lower. Well done, lovely. So that should have got you a bit tired out. Bring yourselves into sitting and just give your wrists a little twirl. A twizzle or a twirl, that's what I was trying to say, a bit of both. A twizzle and a twirl, that's it. Just pop the wrists down into the knees and roll the chin straight down and look down the body through the midline and just feel the neck opening and dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Big breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth. Well done, roll the head back up. Let's then just gently tilt the head to one side. And again, keep dropping the shoulders, have the wrists heavy on the knees, so your arms are long and dropping the shoulders. Well done, should feel good. And the other way, side flex. And again, just lower the shoulders. You can gently pull the chin slightly down and breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And this time bring the head back into the middle and roll down the body. This time the neck should feel a little bit freer. Let's do it again, roll the head up. Just hold the head to the one side again. So keep those wrists nice and heavy. Drop the shoulders and just feel the head can gently tilt over and let the head be heavy. Breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, you should be able to feel that you can elongate down that side that's stretching. And then tilt the head to the other side, keep the chin tuck. And again, feel that breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth, and feel that neck elongate and stretching. And bring head into the middle. And this time, let's see how much further it goes. Roll the chin down. And hopefully you feel like quite a bit of your tensions that you've been holding around the head, neck and shoulders are easing, and you can get your head to relax further down. And gently rolling the head back up. Well done. Gently turn to look over one shoulder. With your newfound flexibility, your neck should feel a little bit lighter and it shouldn't feel quite so tight. If you really benefit from doing that, then it just shows you how much you'd benefit from doing it maybe on a daily basis as well. So if you feel like that's really loosened out your head and neck area, it's such a good thing to be able to do that side flexion and then to do the other side flexion and then rolling your chin down so that you're stretching out all those tension muscles around the neck. So if you're an office worker and you do get those tensioned muscles, give it to yourself as a little treat. Let's put the legs out wide again. Open up the groin as much as you can. If you need the sit cushion to sit well, grab your sit cushion. Lovely, Jeanette, that looks good. Do you know what I do now with the dogs? I pretend to them that I'm going out, and they seem to have bought it. And because they're deaf, they seem to buy into the fact that I say goodbye to them like I'm going out. I say like this, I have this usual little go like, goodbye boys, see you soon, blah, blah. So I've started doing that to them. Take two hands down to one ankle, give it a lovely length. Just really push through those arms and feel that you can press your way down further. Keep the hip in the floor. That's it. So your winning lottery ticket stays under the buttock. And then we'll pull back up, and the other time we'll press and push away down. So use your arms to press and feel that energy reaching down your leg. And again, keep your buttock well contracted down into the mat and your knees are long and straight. Well done. And then pull it back up. And then your final one is in the middle. So you can either go hands behind and roll the chest up, and that might be enough of a stretch for the groin. Or if you're feeling confident and you've got good flexibility, going down in the middle. Well done, that's it. Just so you're getting a double buttock stretch. That's lovely, well done. Pressing the knees. Look after the head if you're doing the head up version with the chin tuck, and feel the chest bone doing the lift work element. Well done. And then we'll gently draw that in. See if you can stand up without touching the floor. So see if you can try the crossed ankle stand up if you've got flexibility, and if you haven't, come up without touching the floor. Well done, and then we'll just finish off, we'll just do some little mini squats and just check the calves are long enough. So don't let the knees knock together, don't let the knees too wide. Keep the heel bones down in the floor and just feel those ankles stretching out a little bit as well. So we don't want to miss our ankles. Well done. So keep going with those little stretches down into mini squats. And then you could take the arm round to the back and twist as you squats and stand. Round to the back, twist as you squat and stand. So you're doing your breaststroke, not breaststroke, backstroke arms as you do a little squat. That's it. So keep the knees pointing to the front and turn. I really like these. This is another nice one. You know, if you were doing something when you first wake up in the morning, just some squats and some backstroke arms to get your thoracic spine turning and twisting, pulling back through the tummy And again, mobilising the ankles, exercising your quads, and they don't feel too bad, do they? As to opening out your chest, saying morning world, and again, morning world. That's what you could do in the mornings. Well done. And release it there. Lovely.